After a week-long hiatus, Rick and Morty returned this Sunday with the episode Big Trouble in Little Rick Sanchez. After many episodes of more or less putting it on the back burner, this week's show sought to once again dive into the well of Jerry and Beth's failing marriage. Rick says that if nothing on Earth can help them, then maybe they should seek some extraterrestrial help. With that, the couple are whisked away to a planet where they meet the celebrity cameo for this episode, Community's Jim Rash, an alien marriage counselor who hopes to help them by creating mythologized monster versions of how the two view each other in their minds. It's a very clever, very sci-fi idea that's helped out a ton by some really great and terrifying monster designs. But when the monsters escape, Beth and Jerry will need to work together if they want to survive. In doing so, learning to see each other in new lights and hopefully better understand one another. It was yet another very adult take on relationships and marriage that is quickly proving to be one of Rick and Morty's best secret weapons as a series. Back on Earth, Rick puts his brain into a younger clone body so he can help his grandkids hunt a vampire at their school. Because of course, in a world filled with aliens, time travel, and alternate dimensions, vampires also exist. Little Rick, as he calls himself, is a very interesting character study. He's unburned by all of older Rick's cynicism and assisted by the brain chemistry of a teenager. He's super positive, the life of the party, and even helps Morty and Summer find dates. It's really gotta make you stop and wonder if half the reason Rick is so damn sour and surly is tied into the fact that he's just old and being crushed by the many downer realizations of the futility that his super genius brings him. So, you know, another super uplifting episode of Rick and Morty to let you chew on. I dug that once again we see Rick has some musical talent, here playing guitar and later in the episode creating a follow-up to the Rick dance. Summer ultimately proved to be the real hero of this episode, seeing Rick's cries for help when Morty was blinded by little Rick's light. Although in his defense, so was everyone else in town. Come to think of it, at this point, Morty and Summer aren't even lying to people about all the crazy adventures they get into with their grandfather. They're completely honest and everyone doesn't really seem to care. Which, you know what, if we want to look at this from a continuity standpoint, I guess Earth was kinda sorta invaded by aliens earlier on in the season and Rick saved everyone, so I guess the cat's out of the bag at this point. In summation, Big Trouble in Little Rick Sanchez was a solid episode, maybe not as good as the one that preceded it, but still solid. The main Jerry and Beth story was really strong. It's nice to see them kind of evolve a little bit as characters. It was fun seeing a younger version of Rick. If it falters at all, it's maybe in providing us one too many familiar situations, be it the school dance or the house party, but these are minor complaints in the greater scheme of what was overall a really enjoyable episode. Overall, I give this one an 8 out of 10.